hear me? What's up? Let's see here. Hang on just a second.
They just make them offset. You cannot close them because it's all center.
So, what's going on, everybody? We've had a pretty busy day. Hope you guys can hear. No audio. There ain't no audio, Doc. What's up, Slim? Jim, we got Two Wheel Therapy. We got Doc Harley. We got Tiger Ward. What's up, buddy? You spent the day with Drew. That's cool. Let's see. What's up, Brian? Jamin was in earlier. He had to go to the store. He'll come back in when he gets back home. So, yeah. So if you guys didn't know, went to Run to the Hills 3, which was Traveling Tall's event, the third year. I went to the first one. Missed the second one. I wasn't going to miss this one. So, had a real good time. Met up with Tweedledee and Dan, DDK. We rode over there early this morning. Jamin says he's back. So, what a blast. I mean, getting to meet some of the YouTubers that I actually have been following and that's followed me, and also the new ones that actually started following me and hadn't heard of me. I thought it was really good. And there was a few that I hadn't really heard of. There was some, kind of just, like me, smaller channel guys and people. And it was really nice to, hand stickers out and get people stickers and, to just have a fun day. We didn't go on the ride with, they rode over to the Foothills Parkway and stuff again. We rode over to Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. We took Finesse the Rider, Kelly B. Glyden, 2147 crew, Just GQ, Ripping on Twos, and his wife. We took a few of their other friends with them, really great people. Let's see. There was quite a few of us, if you've seen my pictures on Instagram. Two Up Journey Junkies was with us, of course. There was quite a few, they wanted to ride somewhere and go eat. So we suggested, where to ride. And I believe they really enjoyed the scenery in East Tennessee. What's up, HD Traveler? What's up, XAM Biker? So, it was just, what a great day. No accidents, no incidents with any of our crew anyways, what we did. So, we had a blast. It was really nice to just get out and spend the day with, of course, Dan and Tweedle. You guys know that we ride together a lot. And, but to meet these other YouTubers, Dan, do you want to come on, buddy? I thought it was just an excellent time. A few of them got to tour the old prison, and we all sit around and eat. And most of everybody headed back to Bootleggers Harley Davidson. But Sam and Susan, which Two Up Journey Junkies wanted to, and Just GQ wanted to run the Devil's Triangle. So me and them and Tweedledee and DDK, we ran it. So with them and had a blast. It's a great road. That's my third time running it. Of course, it's local to me. So, and Dan and Tweedle. So we know that road. It's just a good ride. I know that Tweedle tried to record with his 360, and I think it was on picture instead of camera. So he had some failures, and that's being a YouTuber, right? Sometimes your camera stuff just doesn't work proper, or we hit the wrong button. I know GQ just posted something on Instagram of us, riding. Now he shot video. I don't shoot video anymore of riding really, so you won't see much of that coming from me. Not the riding clips and the riding videos. So 2 Up Journey Junkie, Sam and Susan. I know they film a lot, so they'll have some. What's up, Road Reality? But yeah, they film a lot, so we will be. And of course, I wasn't going to get on stage, and everybody's seeing that embarrassing moment, and I apologize for it. I don't know why I got nervous. I never get nervous, but when you got 50 cameras right in front of you, like right under you, because you guys couldn't see everybody with the cameras, there was tons of them. And for some reason, it was like, what the heck is this now, But anyways, my 15 seconds of fame, there you go. I think Tweedle posted it. I think Barber CVO. A lot of people took footage and video. I actually had somebody videoing with my GoPro of it. Sorry if I didn't shout your name out or company or anything like that. It threw me off. I wasn't going to do it. And I could hear Tweedledee way up in the parking lot, like a football field away, hollering, "Get it, Ray, get it." So I was like, forget it. I'll get up there and tell everybody who I am if they didn't know, So it was fun, no big deal, Thank you, Brian. Like I said, it was. I don't do public speaking now. I speak, but in public. But when you got a ton of cameras on you and stuff, it's a little bit different. So, and it wasn't the people. It was the cameras. And I don't know why. I don't know what it was. But if there would have been a microphone, I wouldn't. I don't know. It was just for some reason it threw me off, and it wasn't my best performance. So sorry. Yeah. So hopefully, a lot of people has got the, footage. I'm sure if you guys follow a lot of those people that was there today. Of course, you got Robert Simmons, Barber CVO, you got Traveling Tall, you got, let's see, like I said, Finesse the Challenger, you got, Riding and Wrenching, Q, he was there. Such a great guy in person. Such a, just a well-spoken gentleman that, is so nice. He is what you see on a live stream. He's such a great guy as well. Let's see, you had Ty from Tennessee, got to meet him. What a great dude. Because I've talked to him a few times, but never really talked to him on a live stream or never really met him. So he's such a wonderful, radio voice. This guy can kill it, man. He's a really humble dude. So I'm trying to see what I'm doing here with this other. Okay. So I don't know what in the world is going on with that phone. But once we got away from bootleggers, our phones went completely no service. So we was in the mountains, and I can tell you that's why I didn't do any other Instagram lives or anything like that, because it was such a I know my area and Tweedledee's area and Dan's area. You're not going to get any reception anywhere. So let's see. We have so if anybody's at Laconia, I want to hear about it. I know, Doc, you're getting ready to go tomorrow. But man, it was an excellent day. No accidents with us, nothing like that. It was fun. I had a blast. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sure they did, because it was just excellent. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. So Yeah, we had a great time, man. If anybody was there and wants to talk about it or just jump on and have some fun, you know where it's at. Let's do this. Y'all wanted me to go live. You guys was asking. Here I am. Where you guys at? Such a good time. Such a good time. Oh man, got to meet my heroes. Now, there was a few there that I probably shouldn't have said too much, but I did. You know, you guys know me, man. I don't care. I don't hold back. What's up, Doc?
What's up? Hey, I got one question.
What's up, man?
Who in the right mind gave you a microphone to talk on?
Dude, I'm telling you, I felt like I felt like I was on freaking. I mean, I was okay on stage, and then when he handed the mic, it was like I felt like I was sitting there on a Maury Pulpit show, waiting for him to open the envelope and say, or wonder if I'm the father or not. That's how nervous I got, and I was like, "What the hell?" And it just hit me, and I was like, because everybody just moved up and was like, get it, Ray. And I was like, oh shit, and it just all was like, oh my God, right there at once.
I tell you, I watched it. You did fine. You did real good, bro.
The guy ahead of me, man, that's what Tweedledee said. He said, I thought you was going to talk, how you talk. He said, the guy ahead of you, because he wasn't, it's some old dude I never seen or heard of. And he just kept on and on. Not the black guy, but the white gray hair guy.
He was the original road glide rider.
Was it this guy over here?
No.
You said a white gray hair guy. That's this guy.
Hair. He's bald.
Oh, hair. Got it. What's up?
He was just.
What's up, doctor?
Hey, you don't look any older today.
Thank you too, Will. I don't know why. I got nervous. I was like, man, because I've done public stuff before. I mean, I've done events and things in front of the public, but man, when you're sitting there and you're standing on a little stage and there's like, you guys couldn't see everybody under there with cameras because they were all like right under there, and there were like 50 of them, and then 150 people right behind them, and it's like, what the, I was like, here's my chance, but it's going to be crazy. I kept in my mind, I was like, keep it short, shut up, take a breath,
Breathe.
Yeah, and it was. I always have to tell myself, or Tweedledee, I always tell him, he'll holler, "Shut up," or take a breath, and that's my cue to stop talking.
Yeah, you did fine. I saw it today.
Yeah, I did. Tweedledee said he posted it. I ain't dared to look at it. I don't want to look at it.
I've never seen that many people with bleeding ears in one place in my life.
Did you have a good time today, Dan?
Oh man, it was a blast, doctor.
It was really nice, wasn't it?
It was a lot of bikes.
It was better than the first one, I thought.
There was a lot of bikes. I mean, I don't know what the count was, but there was a lot of people there.
Nice. Good. I'm glad it was a huge success for Tom.
Well, I watched one guy's thing, and he was filming, and he said on the Foothills Park, that rest area where they stopped at that overlook there at the Foothills, he said there had to at least be 300 bikes.
Wow.
But I didn't think that many.
It didn't look like that many that was pulling out of there.
No, I got it all on. It took 4 minutes for them to literally pull out of the parking lot. That's how many bikes it was. It took 4 minutes. I filmed it. We all filmed it. But
so tomorrow you go through your film and you count the bikes as they go by.
Well, no. It just took 4 minutes. Let's put it that way. It took 4 minutes because my clock, when I stopped my phone, it was right at 4 minutes. So,
see, I wasn't there, Ray, and I can tell you exactly how many bikes were there.
Well, when I get the footage, I will release it. So,
you want to know how exactly how many bikes showed up?
Where? Our place?
Over at today. For Tall's
Where
Rock.
was that? Man, there was the ones that just went on the ride there was a lot of that, but there was a ton that didn't go, wasn't there, Dan?
Right.
I mean, there was a ton that was just sitting there in the parking lot, and didn't go. And and then they split up in groups. Like Robert Simmons had 20 people with him. They went riding. And then we had 15, maybe 12, 15.
I think Tweedle said there was 18.
Okay, 18 with us that went, and we were
Which
because
I
they
didn't
were
know
like,
that we were taking that many people with
well, I
us.
didn't either. I
was
thought it was,
fine.
yeah, I thought it was going to be 3 or 4 of us, and it was like they were like, "What are y'all doing?" It was like, "Well, we're going to go to the prison and eat, and there's a ride over there called the Devil's Triangle, and all this and that." And they were like, "Well, we're hungry too. Let's go." And then one said, "Hey, we're all going to go over here." And the next thing I know, we had a whole group of people going with us. So, but it was
Hello,
fun.
Tucker. Hey, you know what it was? They all saw Dan's bike and I said, "We got to follow that pretty thing."
It is pretty.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah,
It really is, man.
I actually even got up beside him when we was riding, just to look over to see what it looked like from the side going down the road, and it's fantastic, man. I mean, the color, I love that color.
Nice.
Yeah,
Now,
it looks good.
What are the 2 colors, actual colors in there?
It's
I
the
wasn't-
amber whiskey, Vivid
Mhm.
Black.
So the new CVO is amber neat or whiskey neat
Whiskey
or whatever, whiskey neat, but it's pretty damn close. It's just a little
Yeah,
burnt, more darker orange than Dan's, but
Yeah.
it's still
but
it's
that
close.
new that color, that new whiskey neat, that's nice.
Yep. And
But
Barbara
you know
CVO's already in love with. He's like,
That's
I'm
a
trading-
$6,000 option
Yep.
on the CVO.
and
Yep.
And Barbara CVO's like, I'm trading my CVO, man. He said, I'm getting rid of the 19. I said, really? He said, yep. I fell in love with the new and the silver one. That's what he loves, that silver, gray, whatever you want to call it. He's buying that. Yeah, he's getting that one. And I was like, hey,
The rumor has it
if you can afford it, go for it.
they shut down production for like 3-4 days after they released the CVO.
Really?
Yeah, due to supply chain issue.
Huh.
That's the rumor I heard. I don't know how true it is. But, you know,
Hello, Thaniel.
the Thumpers are here too.
Yeah, hey, I hear that I seen someone else's video up there. Man, I would not be up there with that rain. That's a rally that would not be enjoyable if it rained in that much.
Rain Konya.
My Lord.
Yeah,
I'd stay at home.
between the rain and the like mid 50-degree temperatures, yeah, that's not a good combination.
Well, when you head up to Hoth, you know, to the frozen tundra, you know, that's their heat wave, I guess.
Well, I mean, even the vendors, man, it doesn't seem like they would get good, you know, I mean, they would make decent production money, you know, or they would make any, you know, good profit or anything because of the weather.
Well, I'll tell you what, it rains every year in Laconia because of the week they choose to do it. I wish they pushed it off one week for better weather, but they don't. And my buddy Mark, who owns Sanity Jewelry, he goes up. He didn't go last year because of fuel prices, but he's up there again, and he's looking forward to having another great year up there, and definitely make it worth his trip.
I mean, is it a riding rally or is it a?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great riding up there. God, the roads, the scenery. You're up in the mountains, the White Hills. You could ride up to Mount Washington if you want. The Kangamangas Highway. There's a whole bunch of other roads up there that are just absolutely awesome. Maine's not that far, so you could go to Maine, get some nice lobster and whatever.
That's why I was telling GQ earlier. He was like, man, I really enjoyed that road. I loved it. And I was like, that was just one road.
Yeah.
That was just one out of a billion, you know what I mean, that we have in the scenery and everything. You know, it's just.
I don't think he enjoyed the pothole.
Nope, because his tour pack busted open and freaking hats went flying all in the road, his hats. So we stopped. Tweedledee jumped off his bike and grabbed all his hats. And man, I think the side-by-sides and stuff has just tore that place up.
Yep.
It
Now,
doesn't help.
I was
No.
talking to my neighbor today. He was telling me that he and a few of his buddies were thinking of taking a ride down to go ride Tail of the Dragon. I'm like, why? It's like, what's the Tail of the Dragon? I said, yeah, there's so much other better roads out there to ride that you don't have amateurs on.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that road, the Tail of the Dragon, is so commercialized that everybody goes there who overrides their cars or their bikes, and there's accidents everywhere, and there's other roads out there, other scenery that is so much better to ride.
It's overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I told
a ton
Neville
of
Bryan-
better riding.
And we had quite a few people say, look, I don't know why they're running over to the Dragon in the foothills. Said this is a much better ride, where we took them, and they enjoyed it a lot more than where Tall was taking them.
Yep.
And GQ ran it, and he's like, man, and then ran it at night, and he's like, definitely don't do it at nighttime. And I'm like, why did you do the Dragon at night? You know what I mean? That's dangerous as crap, But he's like, yeah, it's okay, but it was, and I'm like, no, there's a lot better places than the Dragon. And I get it. It's a bucket list. It's famous name. That's all it is. And people come from out of state and they want to see it. They want to ride it, say they rode it. So, and
just like you said, I mean, it's a bucket list ride.
Yeah.
And look, and if you've never done it, that's something you want to do. I mean, if you were to come down, Doctor, and say you want to ride it, I'd go with you and ride it.
Yeah.
I'd actually, if I came down there, I'd say, all right, guys, where are the best roads to ride around here?
I wouldn't take you to the Dragon. There ain't no way.
I've been across the Dragon in my car on my way to Texas, and been there, done that. So I'm sure there are much better roads than that down there. That's not overly populated or anything like that. Like the Smoky Mountain Pass.
Yeah.
Well,
I came through that on my way back from Texas.
The one thing that is over there close to Tail of the Dragon that is worthwhile to go and ride is the Cherryhala Skyway. And it is absolutely a phenomenal ride.
Yeah, and then you got Moonshiner 28. You got what is it? Blue Ridge Parkway. You got
Blue Ridge Parkway is fantastic.
Yeah, and it goes it takes a couple of days to run, don't it?
I've done the entire length of it.
Yeah,
twice.
So, I mean, but if you came down here in mine and Dan and Tweedle's area and stuff, we've got places around here that we could take you just to ride and have a great weekend or whatever, and it would blow your mind. You know what I mean? And if you wanted to do like certain, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Smoke, we could take you there as well. But there's a lot of other places that people just don't, and that's what Kelly B. Gladden and them was saying. Like, man, this would be great to actually come and spend more time when you're not doing an event and explore. And and I'm like, yeah, it's great. If you had a weekend or 3 or 4 days just to come up here, take your time and ride, it's awesome, because you can find different places, these little towns with historical stuff and things like that. So,
yeah.
He says he wants to get him a sissy bar like you got, and get some pipes. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, Blue Ridge is amazing, man. It's a great place. There's a lot of roads over there that's not on the map. I mean, on the map, but they're not like people don't know about them, so they're not really on the map.
Yeah, that's just like of course, it's a little further out from us, but. Up there in at Virginia, right across the Tennessee line, and you do have Back of the Dragon. And I'll be honest with you, the Back of the Dragon, I enjoy it more than Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And not only that, as soon as you come off the Back of the Dragon and you're in Tazewell, Virginia, north of there is just tons more of great riding.
And it's country, and it ain't like all compacted in a mile, so you ain't got to rush it. You ain't got to try to,
Yeah, it's definitely country.
So, I mean, it's just like, I mean, there's curves around here that's like elongated. Like you feel like you're in it forever. I like those curves, but then I like some switchbacks and some good, curves. But the thing is, it's, like what we just ran today, there's a lot of switchbacks up and down, but it doesn't seem, not because the people, it just doesn't seem compact. It's more stretched out. It's more like it's a ride. It's not like, okay, I got to hit 300 something curves in this mall. You know what I mean? You got to be focused. This is more like, let's ride this, take your time, ride your ride, whatever you want to do, and just enjoy and cruise. And you go up, depending on which way you go, but you go up both ways either way. But you go up mountain, up, down. I mean, it's really a great ride. He says, I like climbing them. Yeah. Climbing them, it's a lot.
Well, see, but you got it both directions on the Devil's Triangle.
Yeah.
I mean, you have switchbacks whether
To the
you
left.
come up from the Lake City side or the Wartburg side. It doesn't matter. You're going to be switchbacks both ways.
Yep, right on.
But yeah, we
So,
got
and
a good ride today.
I will be out next year. The wife and I are flying out. We're going to stay with Dallas and Penny, and we're coming out a day or two before Loretta Lynn's, and then we're all going up to Loretta Lynn's together. So I don't know if you heard that rumor, but that's a true story.
Well, I have not heard that rumor, but we will be there too. Me and the wife's already said we're going back again to the TMMR next year.
Yep. So the plan is right now, that's what's happening. We're flying out. We're going to hang out for a day or two with Dallas and Penny, and he's going to let me ride one of them.
You mentioned Dallas's name, and he shows up in the side chat.
And I think he was like doing some riding today too.
You know?
Yeah, he's like Beetlejuice. You say his name, and there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what now. I thought Beetlejuice. I said, I call him Beetlejuice. What the hell? Anyways.
Come on, Mongo.
Yeah. I thought Dallas was a little dude. I saw an even little feller today. I seen this guy's boots and I thought, man, this guy is itty bitty. Like, phew, I can't mention his name. Poor feller. I mean, he's a little guy. I really, I forget his name now. Well, I just sit there and had it and then I forgot it. Anyways, okay, I'll remember it in a minute. But yeah, it was great, man. They did things a lot different this year. And like what disappointed me though, the only disappointment I thought I had that while I was there today was like he had said there was going to be some vendors there. And there was two, of course, the two that sponsor him. Red light or zippers, like anybody can just walk up and afford zippers, motors, or their stuff like right off the bat. I mean, and then was it Chromeworks, and they were there, and that was it. And I was like, okay, so I mean, the way he had put it out, and that's okay. I may have taken it wrong, but the way
don't forget the dealership, they were there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who wants a Harley T-shirt? I mean, come on, man.
Come on, dude.
Nothing wrong with a Harley T-shirt, but I've got so many. I'm just not going to spend $40. I was trying to find one for a gift, so I wasn't buying when I went in there looking for the one with the bar and shield that Tweedle had seen a couple of days before that. I was actually buying it for a gift. So, but
you also got to remember, a lot of vendors are up north because they just were at Americade. And then they trekked over from Americade to Laconia. And then some were going to leave Laconia and, make their way to Gettysburg and all the other routes.
Well, the thing I was thinking, though, is a lot of them will send like little representatives for them, with a little 10 by 10 tent, like.
Right. But, I mean, if Clockwork shows up, they're going to want to install windshields and sell windshields. And if they're up in Laconia with their team, I mean, they have to make it worth their while to go there.
Yeah.
It's going to be expensive, even like custom things like that. It's got to be worth their while to send a team, or they could sit there and says, hey, the dealership has it. There you go.
Yeah. And I don't know. I thought that I know they last night they went on that big ride yesterday to the same place, Foothills and that, and then they were like there was a band playing over there, or they went to the drag strip over there, um, which I didn't partake in that because I knew they were going on a ride. I didn't want to be with the 150 bikers in the middle because they said they couldn't even get to second gear. All of them, they were on the drag and everything, so they couldn't even get to second or get out of second. Some of them. So it was really slow. They said it was just so compact. There were so many of them. And that's another reason I didn't ride with them over there yesterday or today because I don't want to be in the middle of that mess. And
So you need to go to the banquet.
no, I didn't pay to go. You have to pay to go to that, and I didn't do that. No.
Well, I don't mind a ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind.
You have
a
to
ride in a
pay
group.
buy tickets.
I don't mind a ride in a group that's large if I know the people that's around me.
Right.
But
Did he
That's
charge
too
for the ride at all? Like,
No. It was open invitation for people for that. But he has he gives them like a couple hotels. Where there's one main hotel. He tells people, hey, we're going to do the banquet here. Da da da. A lot of if you want this hotel, you can come and rent this hotel, stay there here. And that's it. But he does sell tickets for the banquet. I think they give away a few prizes in there. Like whoever sponsors him will, they'll send a gift bag or something, Redline oil or some little things like that to give away. Yep. And of course it's supply food. They have food for them because they pay for the ticket for the banquet. So, there's food there for them. Somebody caters it, I believe.
Probably the hotel.
But I'm not for sure. I don't know. I don't really partake in all that. And that's because I don't go and stay over there because I live right over here, an hour and 45 minutes away. So I'm not going to go rent a hotel room for one night over there and it might be okay just to hang out and with the people. Yeah. But being downtown Knoxville, I don't like to get into that traffic and that mess. So
I don't know. Two Up Journey Junkies was saying, they're in one of the sponsored hotels, the Hilton, and said that they don't even get free coffee.
No, not that one.
I'm like, well, it's a Hilton. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I stay at a Holiday Inn Express. You get free breakfast and coffee.
Yeah. They said, yep, they even charge you for the coffee.
I don't hate Knoxville. I just don't really partake in a lot of stuff there. I mean, like I'll take the kids there to do some shopping if they need certain things or if we have to go there for like doctor's appointments and stuff. But other than that, I don't like I'll go to concerts there or ball games and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't mess around up there.
Knoxville's fine. I mean, the traffic kind of sucks, but if you ever ridden in around Atlanta or Nashville or places like that, then you would say, no, the traffic's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you're
I don't
local,
want to dehydrate on you guys, so
go ahead.
I do have a little bit of a ride tomorrow, about 4 hours. So,
Well, that ain't too bad.
No.
You guys are staying in a hotel, ain't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't know if you was doing that or.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
Sometime. As soon as we get up, have our coffee, get dressed.
Brian, it ain't. There's a lot of snobby and and just it's different, man.
As long as I get to the restaurant for dinner, I'm happy.
Well, I booked my trip.
Decided if I'm going to take all back roads, a mixture of back roads and highway or all highway.
I should say my wife booked our trip, so
I haven't decided yet. If I go all back roads, it's like 7 hours.
We got over to Florida. My wife, she booked our trip today to Florida, so for the kids' vacation and our vacation, so that's going to be a good sunburn sitting on the beach down there. So we're going to be staying in the same hotel that we stayed down there once before, right on the beach. It's pretty nice. So
Tiger said there was between $400 and $500 up there at the back of the Dragon today for that event.
oh yeah, they were over at that.
Free Harley Bagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at where was he at? Okay, let's see.
It was up there at Tazewell.
Yeah, but they called it something.
It's OTR.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said Droop, him and Droop and them was there.
Yeah.
Panama
I've seen-
City.
I've seen Droop post a couple of pictures from up there.
The kids enjoy Panama City, so we take them there. We'll be down there in July, mid-July. So, well, what did you think about, do you have any favorite person you got to meet today, Dan?
I mean, I like McNaughton people.
They were all pretty
It
nice.
was
wasn't
it was cool to get to ride with GQ.
Yeah.
I mean, all that whole group that went with us. I mean, that was cool ride.
Yeah,
with
we
them.
had quite a few.
Yeah, like I said, I had no idea that many people was going to tag along with us to go up there.
I'm glad they did. I'm glad they
Yeah.
got to see something else in East Tennessee besides just the foothills, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, Finesse the rider, he was a real good dude. I mean, he seemed really, you know, just a lot of good energy. You know what I mean? Like he, you know, positive. Him and he had a couple friends with him, guys that was in their club. I don't know what the name of it was. I forget.
Oh darn! What was that?
Iron Breed.
Yeah.
Iron Breed. Okay.
Yeah.
And then of course Trey and his wife that was ripping on twos, and his wife
Yeah.
that had the trike. Really good people.
Had that brand new road glide truck.
Yeah. They had a friend with them. His name was, they called him Ba or something, B-A or something like that. B-A. Yeah.
When you had Sensei,
Yeah.
he was funny too.
Let's see. There was those couple older guys that was there with them too. They were, I can't forget that one's name. I can't even remember. We had Kelly with us. Kelly B. Glyden, of course.
Yeah.
Real nice guy, man.
Yeah.
Really,
He is.
really, yeah, really just.
I enjoyed riding with all of them. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, all of them had great positive attitudes. I
Yeah.
mean, every one of them just had, you know, I mean, I think they enjoyed it. I hope they did, you know. They seemed like it. So they enjoyed the prison. I mean, they enjoyed the place, you know, they really did. So, I mean, it was.
You just said they enjoyed the prison.
Yeah, that's where we were at.
Yeah, we were in a prison.
So
Yeah.
you didn't get locked up.
Who was on the grounds, and GQ wanted to. Well, he wanted
He
to.
went and done the
We kept
tour.
telling him to go through it, do a tour it. He wanted to tour it, so him and Sam and Susan went through there and toured it, and because he was like he liked history stuff, you know, and I'm like, dude, you can't be right here next to it and not go through it. You know what I mean? There's no way. You have to go through it now.
Is it
'Cause
a
you
historic
know-
prison?
Do what?
Is it an historic prison or?
Yeah,
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 so
brush
Bristol
him
Mountain
out.
State Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that.
I think there's been a few movies shot there. There's
Yeah.
They got a big moonshine distillery now there. They make moonshine and you can buy it, or you know, distilled moonshine. I always call it 31 flavors. Basically, you know, they got an eating place, you know, barbecue, whatever you want, pretty much.
Barbecue's pretty good.
Yeah. What else? There was
There's one of the guys that rode up there with us, 2147.
2147 crew. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I mean, you can go in and you can do the guided tour, which somebody walks around with you and tells you the historical stuff about it and who was in there. And James Earl Ray was in there, the man that had shot and killed Martin Luther King. So there was actually 2 or 3 famous people in there. And but then you can just take the tour and walk through it yourself and explore it however you want to. And then the whole backyard, the backgrounds is all, of course, remind you, this is a big rock wall, like fieldstone wall that they had done and built around the whole prison. And when you're standing there looking, there's mountains that surround the whole thing. I mean, mountains, not hills, mountains. And so they're not going to escape. There was a couple that did, and I don't think they ever made it to the top. Maybe one of them might have at one time, but in the very back in the yard, they put a stage up and they have concerts throughout the year. And you can go over and pay, $30, whatever, see people in concert. They have all kinds of bands that come there. Pretty good bands too. So,
Right.
Yeah, if you ever come to East Tennessee, that's a great place to look up just to
I went
explore.
to the Pennsylvania State Penitentiary in Philly, and Al Capone was actually there.
Yeah. He says he liked their look shine. Yeah. They had, like I said, they had like 31 flavors. I mean, they had some, and you can do a taste testing, like $5 for 5 little shots, and I mean, some people like it, some people like the flavored alcohol. I don't like alcohol really at all, but I don't like flavored much.
I don't know, man. Applejack's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or apple pie, I should say.
I ain't tried that.
It's okay, Ray. I like alcohol enough for both of us.
Dallas says his brother-in-law is going to have us some shine in October.
I mean, if anybody wants any, they just got to let me know. I'll just go down here and buy it. I mean, I can get it right over here. He crossed the holler. It was chilly this morning, guys. But I was on
It was
Daytona.
colder than shit this morning.
I was on the Discord, and Tweedle's like, it ain't that bad. I'm like, dude, when you have to cross 3 creeks and a river and through some mountains like I do to get to you, yeah. Because as soon as I got over there, I noticed it like 6 to 7 degrees difference. It was warmer over there, and I was like, dude, it was cold at my place. I come out of there freezing, my 2 pair of gloves on, bundled up, and I was still cold. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to do it next year. I'll be more prepared. This year, I'm going to have some heated gear.
I know a guy that done a review on heated gear that was pretty good.
I do too. And I really took it to, took his advice and told my wife that's what I wanted. What's she saying?
Autocorrect got me. But it still didn't spell autocorrect right.
Mm-mm. Well, I speak into it and it comes out, crazy stuff because it doesn't understand my accent. Everyone says I got an accent, so I guess I'll say I got an accent. I don't know. I don't hear it, but
Well, I hear it. I hear yours. I hear Dan's. I hear Dallas's.
And you sound normal to me. I mean, between you and Rhodey and them up north, I hear theirs like such a
Rhodey's deep.
Oh my God. Like they're gonna, put you in the back of a Cadillac trunk and bury you. They got that mob, I don't know, man. Tiger says about 50 there. It was about 50 here with about wind chill of 40.
That the guy in side chat 2147, he's got a Road Glide. It's got that Trask turbo on it.
Nice.
That thing sounds wicked.
I want Trask for Spaceball.
It sounds good. It does. I think
someone you can tell it's a turbo.
Yeah. I think someone said that it had I don't know what the horsepower is, but I'd say it's up there.
Could you imagine a Trask on a turbo on Spaceball?
I think he said that was at around 200 horsepower or close.
And that's what I was thinking. Yeah. I
That'll
don't know,
certainly
man.
get me to my target horsepower, a turbo.
I mean, 10K, if that's what it really is, I don't know, man. I think that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to spend 10K, but I want one.
I mean, 10K buy me another bike.
If Trash
Just
gave me
saying.
one, I'll put it on.
Well, yeah, of course. Trash don't give anybody nothing, though.
Well, I could have bought me a good Honda for a second
Yeah.
bike for what I paid to Ed Van Black.
Yeah, really.
Hey, I'm thinking of getting a Goldwing and hang out with Dallas and Drew.
Oh, you don't have to have a go wing. You just got to be short.
I am short. Dallas and I are the same height. So,
How's
GQ would
Laconia?
fit in good with him, wouldn't he? He's little. GQ's little.
so I figure if I'm the same height as Dallas and I get a Goldwing and I paint reverse flames on it, he's got the hot wing. I'll have the cold wing.
Do some blue ice flames.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Can you talk? Can we hear you? Yeah. You hear us? He's like, did you get your gas?
Hoping the internet lasts long enough. I don't know. Can you?
Yeah,
I
can
hear
hear
y'all
you.
fine. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah.
We do now.
Just don't move the phone.
Yep.
Leave it in one
Generator.
place.
Oh, it's delayed.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey guys,
Take
great
care,
time.
2147.
Oh, great news there.
All right,
Okay,
later.
Yeah,
there's
my
200
internet
horsepower,
is
got
screwed
131.
There's one internet tower.
All right, buddy.
It's crazy.
Listen, I don't want to hear
You
it.
just
When I was
sit
in
over there.
Daytona, they had
No,
more than one
I don't
internet
think
tower.
it's allowed.
And I still had no internet.
Because it's too delayed.
PA, buddy, it's not in the side chat. You'll have to give us a little bit. I'll let you on in a little bit, okay?
He waits right at
Not
you.
to be rude, man. When too many people get on the screen, then conversations get lost. And okay, not trying to hold you out or nothing, but
Is the heat staying on Thumper?
do what?
I want to know if the heat's staying on for the Thumpers.
Did you guys get gas and everything? Okay, are they froze or are they just?
No, they're not frozen.
What?
I think it's just lag.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think they're just. Can you hear me?
If
Give
we
me a
turn it
thumbs
on-
up. Okay, there you go.
We
Yeah,
haven't
you're
needed
live.
to. The camper seems to be okay warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
gas
got it.
this morning.
Took
Good.
forever. Not only to go get the gas and get back. Yeah, we don't have signal.
Yes.
Well, I'll be seeing you guys on Monday.
Our internet
This is
sucks.
tight. We need to just log off. It's gonna have to tie up. Leave studio.
Bye,
He's just
Thumper.
not getting it.
I'll see you on Monday.
Because it's gonna tear up his whole thing.
Zero internet.
Just leave it and type.
Yeah, it's a lag, I believe, Dallas. Every day's a
Every
Saturday.
day's a
What's
Saturday.
going on? Well, if they went out,
No, something
and
must be on
it's
it.
probably like they said, it's a one tower or something up there, and not including you got how many bikers and people up there probably trying to run.
Is
the
anybody
internet
gonna talk?
in their phones
Just leave it.
and.
Studio.
So what have y'all got? What have y'all seen any concerts or anything like that? Like,
we keep waiting on his lag to catch up with him.
yeah,
To talk. It's like,
Ray, remember how horrible my internet was when I was in Daytona?
yeah.
Wow.
There it goes.
They need a hot spot.
Yeah.
They probably got it. It just ain't working.
Uh,
And that's why I tweeted and all them couldn't, and y'all couldn't do it in Florida either. It was such a mess.
Well, the problem you had in Florida is you had 100 and well, let me take it back, 500,000 people down there on their cell phones trying to do live streams, and
Yeah.
that has an effect.
Yeah.
No hot spots. He said.
The only time I had good news
Okay.
down there was from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. I couldn't make any phone calls, but phone calls could come in.
That's actually kind of surprising me. I figured it would have been both ways.
Yeah. I mean, my wife says, "Hey, am I ever going to hear from you?" I was like, "Honey, I've been trying to call you
For a week.
and I got full signal."
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's why I did that short live today from there on Instagram, and it was like there was everybody else next to me was doing live streams too, you know, and then Barber CVO was doing one, and he ran over and was like, "Hey, you got a fan?" He's like, "He's on mine, want me to tell you hi, blah blah blah, and all this," and I was like, "All right." So I went live, and I was like, "Okay." So and then I looked at my internet, and I was like, looking around, and I was like, "Man, there's a lot of people doing the same thing." So, and I knew it was kind of slow, so I was like, "Well, you know, I think I ran it for what 5-7 minutes or something like that." And I got off.
thought it was fine.
Yeah, I mean there was just so much going on, and then my battery. Last night. I bought me a battery pack to recharge my phone, so I had that. I had like 6 batteries today for my GoPro. I've got some video. I just ain't worked on them. I've got some video on my phone and my GoPro. So
I
There's
got
always
some.
tomorrow.
I got some video. Don't even know if I'll even do anything with it, but
Why not?
I did do some.
I'm waiting on your build video of you doing your body swap on the bike.
he already did it. You put
You
it
did?
out already, Dan?
Yeah, it's out.
The one I
How did I
watched.
miss
Yeah.
that?
Actually, it came out yesterday morning, and
Mm-hmm.
actually, Alan from Ad Van Black actually seen it and put it on their Facebook page,
Oh, beautiful.
which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a great request too, and I actually said yes. So right here, breaking news. Indy Ridge sent me a permission slip to use my stuff in their shop. So I don't know if you guys care or not. I just want to tell
Oh,
you.
sure. You could use it. Just send me a free pair of boots for
Cool.
3 years.
When I get some, I will. When I get my own free ones, I'll let you know.
That is something I told Tweedle today. Is I'm at a point I'm going to have to get me another pair of boots. I about wore the good out of the ones I've got, and they're starting to hurt my feet because we were standing so long today down there.
Mhm.
My feet started hurting.
Not me.
Good.
Not
Get a
on
pair
one
of
bit.
Crocs to be done with it.
I
No.
never have that issue when I'm wearing my boots.
I'm not a croc wearing kind of person.
No, neither am I.
Now I'll go barefooted. Shoot, if I'm at the house, like right now, I'm barefooted now. But
Just promise you have pants on.
I got a pair of shorts on,
Okay. That's
but
acceptable.
I'm barefooted.
That's
Okay.
me. Yeah, you was barefooted in your video. I was like, man, there's Drew. There's Drew. Hey, did you see that wild hog dead in the road?
But it would be kind of hard to miss that wild hog.
I was
That
thinking the whole
300-pound
time.
hog.
I was thinking the whole time. I bet GQ was thinking, damn, I'm in deliverance country, boy. Because there was a hog dead in a big
You tell me there's
Wild
a dead hog. I'm
hog,
thinking
whatever you call it. We were running this road today, and it was just laying there in the road. It was huge. And
Yeah,
then there was
it was about a 300-pound hog.
did you see that big bird fly up on him?
That was a turkey.
Yeah, that turkey fly, and then it followed you because I was behind you, and it just followed, and then finally went up to the right into a tree. So
I thought it was going to smack GQ in the face.
yeah, it was so close. And Tweedle thought he had it on camera, and he had that. He thought he hit record, and he hit the button to do the run to record
I
it,
did record.
and
I
got
did
all the way
record
done,
this.
and found and looked at it, and it was on picture mode. So he never recorded. I was like, shit.
Well, I recorded that entire ride when we went across Devil's Triangle. But when I got home, I pulled the camera off the bike and looked at it. And at some point, I don't know, I've not looked at the video. Hopefully, it was after we were done with the ride, but there's a big bug that just
Oh, man.
the lens on that camera.
Yeah, I got hit with a wasp right here. And as soon as I took my face mask off and when we left to go hit the triangle, I got hit. And I was like, my Lord. I said, I knew I should have left the mask on. It's amazing how
Okay, I'm gonna
cold
watch
it is.
that video tomorrow before I head up north.
He said he's seen a bobcat on the way to Tazewell. Yeah, they're around, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of bobcats out here.
Yeah.
Grab one for me. I want one as a pet.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you really don't.
Why?
They're like skunks, man. They don't make pets.
Yeah. Like a raccoon. You know what I mean? People want to bring in a baby raccoon and then raise it. And I've seen a raccoon be like a damn dog. I mean, go to its bed every night and sleep in its cage and then come out and go and hang out with the people. And I'm like, no way in the world I'm going to have a raccoon in my house as a pet.
I got a friend that does groundhogs that way.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I shoot them
pets
little
out of
fuckers.
it.
Every time they come up in the backyard, I shoot them dead.
And then
They
you
eat
say, honey, fire up the grill. It's dinner time.
No, but I've heard they're not bad.
I'm not eating groundhog.
No. I mean, they get in the garden food, and that's why I shoot them. Now, the rabbits, that for some reason, I'll have 15 to 20 a day in the morning and evening in the yard. And they never bother the vegetables. They never bother the food. And for some reason, they don't mess with it. So, but the groundhogs and the deer, they love to come up and eat it.
So DDK, let me ask you, back to bikes. What was the hardest thing you did on your body swap? What gave you the most pain?
Rear fender.
The rear fender.
Now, the front fender was easy to swap,
Yeah, it's 4 bolts.
but it was kind of hard to line up to get everything just right. But the rear fender, I made it harder than what it probably was necessary because I kept forgetting to do little shit, and then I'd have to halfway take it back off because I forgot to pull a wire through, yeah, that fender. I'm almost ashamed to say. I may have said it in my video. I can't remember, but that was about 4 hours worth of work because
I don't know if you said that. You did say it was, I think.
I couldn't remember if I said it in the video or not, but that took me about 4 hours from beginning to end. And I said, like I said, it's because I know that, the support bracket on the back.
Yep.
Uh,
I bet I had that thing off that bike half a dozen times.
And didn't you forget to put something back on when you put it on? Or you said in the video something that.
Well, the tag, your
Yeah.
tag holder, you have to put that tag holder on there before you put that bracket on because you can't get to the 2 top bolts because of the bracket.
Okay.
And so that was another time I had to take it back off. Had to take it off one time and tip the whole fender, front part of the fender back down because I forgot to pull the wiring harness up through it, up by the side of it. And I was like, damn, I told one thing, I'm really fed up with dicking around with this rear fender.
What you should have done is called Monkey's Mechanic to come over and do it for you.
I kind of give him some grief on that, that first of all, the only reason why I'm doing that burn Dominator rear fender is because first time he done that one on his limited, man, he pulled that Dominator fender out and put it on that limited that he had.
Look good.
I fell in love with that Dominator fender. I think that's just
It does look good, man. It's amazing looking. It is. And that's what I was going to say a minute ago. You guys should get to meet Jerry. Have you guys know Minamoto?
Yeah.
He should. I think he was coming to Laconia as well.
Oh, no
They
kidding.
were riding. I think him and that other guy, UM Pigs or UM or something Pigs or something guy from Florida or something like that. I think they were riding up together. Dallas, buddy, and you call me Mexican, buddy. You eat more Taco Bell than anybody I know.
Well, he's part Mexican.
He says I am, but I don't believe
He's
it.
part
I
everything.
ain't. I'm Native American.
I think it's just where he's had to feed his illegals.
Yeah, well, that and also the only thing open late at night. I don't know where he's at right now. He could be in Columbia, but it is Taco Bell.
He was up at Moonshine earlier because I seen where he put something on IG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a. We're
Was his-
discussing about penguins.
Was his crew with him? Was your crew with you, Dallas?
He's
He
home.
says, I'm home.
Yeah, I was going to say when was that moonshine? Just talked about having to build a motor for you.
I ain't getting no motor work done.
I still want to do some motor work.
I can't afford it, and if I could, I think I would. I wouldn't go past the stage 2 probably. Anyways,
That's where I'm going to go. Stage
I
2.
just I wouldn't.
Thank for your buck. And really, if you get the most gain for the least amount of money,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
fair.
he says by himself. Yeah, Penny's on work conference, ain't she?
Yeah, she's down in Texas.
No, I asked Dallas on his life where all the gold wings at, and he didn't respond.
I know that. I wished he would have came here today. Lazy bum.
So Jamin must have a new bike. Says no motor work for
Brand
me
new.
3 years.
Brand new.
So yep. Hey, he can always pull a Tweedle and buy a brand new one, and a week later void the warranty.
There you go.
I do that on all my bikes.
I don't think I could.
I think
I look at it this way: if the damn thing's going to break, it's going to break. You know, if it's not going to break, it's not going to break. And you know, what? I've had head gaskets go on my bikes. I've had stage 2s done on 2 weeks before the warranty expired, and I have such a good dealership; they were able to get it done through warranty.
Cool.
So
What did you buy, Jamin?
I don't think he's got a stage 2. He bought a.
unaffiliated life. It was awesome. Nice bike.
What did he get?
I'll let him tell you. I don't want to steal his thunder, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2023, brand new 114 engine, I believe.
Yep. Well, I will steal somebody else's thunder. You guys remember that black and purple bike I did over the winter? Did a stage 2 on it. It was stock Street Glide. And I put a full stage 2 in it. Did all that. Blacked out every chrome part on the bike and had all that purple. Remember that?
I don't remember it, Doctor.
No?
I'm old.
I know. You won't remember this tomorrow. They traded it in up at Laconia Harley Davidson, and she got a Road Glide. She's like, "Don't be mad." I'm like, "I'm not mad."
Oh, he shared it with us. A Heritage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, it's what color was that? It's a was it the Prospect Gold? I think. What's up, Sleepyhead?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
What up, Tweedle?
And I'm the old guy.
Well, you got to understand, Tweedle has a very, very demanding full-time job that he works that's physically demanding.
Yeah. You got to think about the miles I've thrown down here this past 2 weeks. It's finally caught up to me. So what I miss?
Everything, man.
Did we talk about the turkey?
Yep,
Bite me, Dallas.
it was pretty foul.
It sucked because my stupid Insta360. Last time I had turned it on, it was set on video when I hit the power button. And when I went and turned it on today, instead of hitting the one touch record, I hit the power button.
Hey, Mel.
So it went to freaking
Camera
pictures. Yeah, it went to camera mode and taking pictures instead of freaking video. So I'm a little pissed off right now, but it was fun. I got
That's
a
all right.
good picture of DDK with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
See, that you should post.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with it and turn it some more and snap it and put it up on
Hey,
Instagram.
and then we can compare that picture to the picture of Harley's first dealership with Dan standing in front of it to see if it's actually Dan.
I got one where we was at the red light before we turned in, and I went
Fun
to hit
being
the
a
button,
YouTuber.
and Dan's like, like look at.
I have
I was
facial
like, oh,
recognition.
that's too perfect.
We got facial recognition software at work that I can pump these two pictures in, and we could see if they're identical. You know, it'll sit there and say, yes, this person is picture, is this person that picture.
Well,
So we
it's,
could-
the
we
it's the
could
same person
confirm
in
it.
both.
We could confirm that digitally through technology that Dan was there when Harley had their first dealership.
He was there assembling the first bike, and he was there when he got his first dealership.
Well, I couldn't find him in the chair.
Well, being his first customer doesn't count.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Well,
But yeah, so I didn't get the entrance I made when I came in there.
Oh, so you even screwed that up?
No, this screwed that up.
That will only do what the person working it will do. Tells
It
to do.
was set on video when I turned it off, and then what I guess I got to do is hit the one touch record because I have that turned on. I guess I got to hit that from now on. So it's just
I
video.
use that all exclusively on my 360. The one touch
Yeah.
record. Because I'm not going to record the whole ride. I'm going to record segments of it. And then from there, I could trim out all the fat.
Hey, Thumpers. Yeah, we probably have tons of them, but they're going to be all Rams.
Well, that's what you want's a superior truck.
He doesn't care what it is as long as it's a dually that can haul his toy hauler at this point.
I know y'all are used to that heated tailgate that Ford puts out, but time to get a Ram.
Hey, Tweedle, that's a misconception. They're not heated. They just get warm because you're sitting at it for so long waiting for a tow truck. I mean, there's video proof.
Ooh, Tiger, I can answer this one. You want like high top style, or you want like actual lace up boots? Because I'm running the DC Mutinies.
they're nice, ain't they?
They claim they're a winter boot, but my feet did not sweat in Florida, and they did not sweat today, and I was comfortable the entire time. My feet never hurt,
Tweedle coat
and they got grip.
My riding footwear are sneakers.
I mean, these are pretty much sneakers. I mean,
Mine
Yeah,
are
those-
low-top
those
sneakers.
are.
I like-
if you look at motorcycle shoes these days, they are all knockoff skateboard shoes. They really are. If you look at all of them, the Speed and whatever, and Indy Ridge and all them, they're a skateboard shoe. So I would highly recommend hitting the skateboard aisle. Find you some shoes there.
Shit, I've even ridden in Converse.
I know
Now, the
people that ride
material-
Converse.
Now
Vans.
the Indy Ridge is leather. They're not the material of, but I know what you're talking about. The soles.
They're
and
still
stuff.
skateboard shoes. They're still flat like skateboard shoes. They just wouldn't.
They
get
have
it all in
they have a
leather.
different mate. So yeah, they're.
I've ridden in
Thumpers.
flip flops. Wouldn't
Yeah, you-
recommend it.
I know. No
I've
way.
done that once, and then it ripped off my foot, and I was like,
That's
"Nah, I
what
ain't
said-
doing this no more."
I've done it. I wouldn't recommend it.
So let me ask you a question, Dan. Was it flip flops with a thong and chaps? Now
Hey.
there's a picture.
Don't judge me.
No, I'm not.
Jamin, I've got the Indy Ridge. I've got actually the Comanche 4s,
fours.
and then I got the Crow 4s. They got a new boot coming out. They've got some that are actually summer boots, and they're not waterproof. They're summer. They have they're breathable. So, and they're high top. Yeah, they're lace up.
Hey, Tiger, you don't need platform boots like Dallas. You need skyscraper boots.
But everybody's different. Now, I've wore Ariat slip-on boots, for years, and different slip-ons. And when I seen the Comanche 4s, I love that color brown. I love the wear-out look.
So
I mean,
this is what
the
I'm
DC,
running.
the DCs. I mean, that right there. I like the. I also like the soles, the way they grip there on them.
These have over 2,000 miles on them, and they look still new. They're a little
Well, it's because you bought
dusty,
them in
but
Florida.
no, I bought them here before I left.
Yeah,
Ordered them on Amazon.
and you got more than 2,000 miles on them. You wore them down to Florida, all through Florida and back.
Yeah, I got over 2,000 miles on them.
Yep.
My bad, Dallas. I didn't know he was looking for platform shoes.
No, skyscraper shoes.
What's the difference?
You can get those at your local stripper store.
A skyscraper, really big, tall building, skyscraper.
Hmm.
Ray was standing.
He
on
he
the
wants
platform
stripper boots.
today.
Yeah.
Y'all just
Well-
need to, you just need to meet Tiger to see what I'm talking about.
I mean, as long as he don't get the ones with the goldfish in the bottoms, he'll.
Oh, did you ever figure out where that club was, Doc?
No. I want to go there, man.
Yeah, it looks interesting, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Things people do with laser pointers these days.
Exactly.
Do what?
What? You got Dan's interest.
Did you not see the video Ray put up in the group chat?
No, I haven't
There's
looked.
these lovely young ladies that are dancing or entertaining on a pole, and out of their bottom side comes laser lights to add to the experience. So I want to go there.
Dan, you can see the wheels turning like,
Don't worry, they got a defibrillator there for the older crowd.
Oh, Lord.
Guys, I'm gonna bail out for tonight. I'm tired.
The part.
I am too.
Time for
Well,
the
it's all right.
bed.
I'll stick around side chat, but
Yeah, low man's coming on, so
Dan, it's always a pleasure, buddy. Have a
all right,
good night.
guys, y'all be sweet.
Yep.
See ya.
sweet.
Bumper's got it right. Light up butt plugs.
Oh,
He says he
Lord.
has to have ankle support. Yeah, I mean, I'm not just saying that because I have the boot, but they do have good ankle support. But there's a million different kind of boots I have. I would suggest go to your local boot barn or something, too.
These don't even
And,
come, these
yeah,
come
I mean,
up
if-
over my ankles. So.
I mean, if you're looking for a high top boot, though, a slip on, a pull on, if you have a local boot barn or something like that in your town, or Tractor Supply or something like that, like I said, if you want a short lace up boot, I would recommend Indy Ridge, and I'm not paid to say that, but I'm just saying I love the boot. They support. I've had them on all day. I wear them every day, and my feet doesn't hurt in them, and that's the way it is, and that's how I feel. Because I was really iffy about buying them because of the soles, and because I like a cut heel, and they didn't have a cut heel, so it took me a year to buy them. But when I did, I'm glad I did now because they're comfortable. So, but Dan's obviously wore his to the point of no return. Like he said, they've wore the past that comfortable stage of that break in we all know, and now they're uncomfortable. So,
that's the way my Harley boots was. That's why I was looking for something else.
and that's how my slip on my area big pull-on boots were. The heel where I'd walked on them and done, it had wore past the comfort stage, and the left boot on the right side of my foot, the stitching had come undone because I'd worn them like 8 years, and of course after that long, I mean, they're going to, because I'm rough on boots. I get up and what I wear every day, no matter if I go somewhere or if I'm riding or walk, I'm wearing the boot out everywhere. I don't care if I even ride the motorcycle. I'm still wearing the shoe or boot, whatever you want to call it, So, I mean,
Well, DC
It's
is
just-
starting to advertise the motorcycles now, so
it just all depends on what you
those
like.
are going to be popping up in everybody's feeds shortly.
So, I mean, DC is a great brand. I
Yeah.
mean, I've always enjoyed
Oh,
the
you
brand.
be a spokesman for spokesperson for DC?
I've tagged them. I was like, "Don't get rid of this shoe." I was like, "I love it. I want more. I'll have to get
Yeah,
more."
because usually when you get,
You should
that's what
be the
happens. Usually
spokesperson.
when you like something well enough like that and you get it, then they stop making it and it's gone. And
Well, it's just crazy because they market that as a snow boot, and I haven't lost traction. Now, they're what do they say? Proof or resistant?
Probably resistant.
Resistant. So when I left Miami, my feet turned into goldfish because my pants was soaked and it was just going through the top, just like every other shoe.
yeah,
But just like when it was raining and I had my rain gear on,
hey,
my
Mike,
feet didn't get wet at all.
yeah. Missed you today, buddy.
What's up, riding on three?
I know you had plans with your kid and your grandkids, so, but it really turned out a pretty good event, man. So what did you think about it, Tweedle? Did you enjoy it?
It wasn't bad.
I thought it was better than the first one.
Well, I went to all three, so
Well, I went to
yeah,
the
it's
first
better
one.
than the first one, and they did a little more than they did the second one.
Yeah.
So the way he sold this one was like there's going to be a lot of vendors out there.
See,
but
that same thing I heard.
I only seen
Same
Chromeworks
thing
and
I said a
Zippers,
minute ago, wasn't it, Doc? I mean, seriously.
But you also got to think all these guys are at Laconia.
Well, not just that.
So they're not going to miss Laconia to come in for his little thing.
Well, no, it ain't that. It's, as well as I do, there's so many different little people that represent certain companies. They send a little 10 by 20 tent over here. They've got their main setup over here. Then they send another one over here, if it's a big enough rally. And that's what I figured they would have done. They would have done like some of them would have sent like a representative of their, with a little 10 by 10 tent,
Well, I mean,
And
they could have
set up.
made money like if Clockworks or Memphis Shades, if those guys would have been there, or Custom Dynamics would have been there with, you
Yeah.
know, a van full of products, they could have moved products
and you can go on Harley and buy a custom
and not done
dynamic.
installs, just
But,
sold
yeah.
the product,
Yeah.
But
I
I,
mean,
still
it's-
can't believe Chromeworks gave me the stink eye on Thursday
Yeah, they.
Why?
because I rolled up there to go see my salesman.
Yeah.
And show him the new bike, and they was walking up when I pulled in, and I may have glimpsed it a little bit, but they knew it wasn't a Chromeworks pipe, so they was like, I was
It
like,
wasn't available.
I was sitting there like, please come talk to me because you're gonna find out real quick a Chromeworks pipe was supposed to have been on that bike, but they
He said
dropped the
he
ball
thought-
and didn't ship it.
No, we didn't see no custom dynamics there, buddy. We seen what was
Only
it?
custom
Zip?
dynamics I seen was inside the dealership, and that's
And
very,
that
very
was-
few pieces.
I was gonna say that was like 3 Lightning or something.
Yeah.
It was zippers, right?
Zippers and Chromeworks.
And
That was it.
yeah, Chromeworks. What's up,
So
Don
when I
Breed?
see Homeworks up at Laconia on Tuesday, because they're down at the raceway, I'll go and says, "Hey, Tweedledee sends his best."
Yeah. Tell them I need a headlight and windshield lights and latch lights, sequential
That's
bags,
fucking dynamic.
and turn signal delete.
That's Custom Dynamics, not Chromeworks.
No, go to Custom Dynamics. Chromeworks app.
I'm
Too late
gonna
for
walk in
them.
there and say, hey, Tweedledee told me to come and say hello.
It's probably not going to be the same guys that was here.
Probably not.
So is Mel going with you to Laconia?
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know if that was an all guys trip or a couples trip.
She's going on all the other trips with me this year. Laconia, Gettysburg, Milwaukee, and Catskills.
Dallas must have paused it. Hit play. He's still back on the candlelight butt plug.
I bet that burns his ass.
I thought it was real good hanging out with GQ and them. You know, they really. And when we first got there, it was like, I mean, I'd seen a couple, but I was still at my bike because I have to get, when I get off the bike, my beard's a mess because I have a face mask and I have to clean my face. I wash my face just from the riding dust and all that stuff. I like to be clean, you know. I always carry an extra bottle of water and my beard treatment. So, and wipes. I have wipes in case I need wipes. And then I was like, I mean, when I seen them, you know, it was like, they were like, oh my God, you know, and I was like dumbfounded too at certain ones, you know, because I was like, hell yeah, I'm so glad. Like, I know these guys, but I mean, not like starstruck or none of that crap. It was like, finally get to meet these guys that we've talked to for freaking forever, you know, and it's such a good feeling to finally get to meet somebody that you've been, you know, associating with on these channels. And man, it was such a, and then me and Robert Simmons was talking. I was like, yeah, man. He was like, and who are you? And I'm like, well, let's see. I met you 3 years ago. We've met 3 different times. I'm such and such, you know. And I mean, it's funny that, you know, you meet people and then like they fade out of you, you know.
Well,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
how I'm gonna feel when I meet you, Greg. I'll be all starstruck.
I mean, you know, and I understand he's busy and everybody edits and everybody does this and he's got a lot going on, traveling and doing those sessions and everything. I mean, but like Barbara CVO, I met him in the first one. And me and him has talked ever since. You know, we still talk. We're friends, you know. And I mean, there's just certain people
today, but I was in his video.
There's just certain people that you, in my opinion, and this is nothing bad towards anybody that was there or anybody else out there that's in the YouTube world or in the side chat or watching. You just kind of gravitate towards certain people. You get along with certain people better than you do. And it's not like you don't want to. It's just, you know, you have more stuff in common. You just have kind of that click that where you've all like, I've already been talking to this person for a long time. Yes, I spoke to this person once or twice, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's for me anyways, there's certain ones that I get along, like I feel more comfortable around, like you know, we kind of mesh together. And then there's certain ones where it's like, hey, nice to meet you. I know that I'm not going to be hanging out with you. You know what I mean? Just because we're different personalities and doing different things. So,
I mean, GQ, he's pretty awesome.
He
Gets
was,
opportunity to meet him, go meet him.
He was such cool as shit, man.
Here's one. Anybody that thinks Ray is the mouth of the South, but he got dethroned today.
Yeah.
He really did. What was that guy's name? Roguelide what? It was Roguelide something. He said he was the original Roguelide.
Yeah.
I mean, he got up there and he was like, woo, 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 woo.
And I was
they was cutting him off.
I was standing over like this thinking, keep it short. Don't speak a mile a minute. Don't, you know, go forever. And then I got nervous for some reason. I don't know why. I froze. And I was like, what the hell?
I never heard call my name to get up there. But
and that guy
when I got up there close to record you, he's like, get up here. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, because he was like, where's Tweedle's here somewhere? And I was like, yeah, he's back there. And then I hear Tweedle like 200 yards away. Get him, Ray. So I was like,
get up there, Ray.
Now I got to get on stage.
Yeah, I didn't actually hear him call my name, Susan.
Yeah, well, he was standing. He didn't call it by mic. He was standing there and said it on stage. He was like, "Well, Tweedle's running around here, or Tweedle's around here somewhere." And
I kept
they-
getting hot and going into the dealership.
Yeah, because what they done, he invited a bunch of people up there with their motorcycles to park up there, and then each one of them y'all seen one at a time got up there and spoke on their channel, and I was like, well, really, I was glad because I was like, I didn't really want to do it at first, and I didn't want my bike up there anyways, and then when Tony was talking, he was like, we got a lot of other channels here, smaller channels or this or that. He was saying something, and he was like, if anybody wants to come up here and, and say, you announce your channel or tell us who you are, blah, 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 and all that. And I mean, yeah, it was a great opportunity. Don't get me wrong. I mean, and a missed opportunity. I missed it. I could have said a few more different things and I should have, but it was like, and it's different because you guys see us on the stage and it doesn't look really like anyone's like close to us. But if you're standing on stage, there's like freaking 50 people with cameras. It was like flipping.
I walked around the side and I videoed the crowd.
I was
So
like,
that
man.
footage will be popping up sometime.
And I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
Sounds
still
like you
wanna-
guys had a great day, though. I mean,
I still want to line up and test his Road Glide versus mine, though.
I don't think he wants to do it. I don't think does he even run it at the drag over there against anybody?
He runs it at the drag strip. He won't run it on the
Yeah,
street.
but I mean, does he run against anybody or does he just run it?
No, he like runs against himself.
That's what I mean. He runs.
told
for
him,
his
I
own
was like,
time. Yeah.
Because I asked him, I said, what's the dress code? Because, some drag strips, you got to have boots, you got to have leather pants, leather jacket, leather
Yep.
gloves, and a helmet. And he's like, no, you just have to have long sleeves, helmet, and pants. I'm like, shit, if I'd have known that, I'd have showed up and ran you. I'd have done it in a heartbeat, But he never
Yeah,
responded back, so he's like, well, we'll get it going sometime.
And I tell you, if he was to watch this, and I mean, I'm just saying, he would be surprised how many people was saying, man, he needs to be bringing people over different routes,
Yeah.
I mean, just to be honest, I ain't trying to dog his route. I love the foothills. It's a beautiful area, but they do it every year, the same route. And he did it yesterday and then did it again. And I know today there's people that didn't come yesterday, and there's a lot of locals, and they've run that, and they're just coming to ride in a group with them. So, but like I said, there was a lot that really discussed it and said, man, he needs to be working with you local YouTubers. He needs to be reaching out to you guys. He needs to be running different areas, not running the same route every year.
That's going to be the problem, because I'd already volunteered to help him. Just for getting in the line and running block and all that, nothing taking over a ride going to here or going to there, because everybody's coming in to ride with him. So they're going to go where he wants to go.
Yep.
So unless we get him to open an idea to another route, then it'll happen. But if he don't, it'll be going the same route. So,
yeah. Well, like, someone else said, he'll come in for it, but he won't run the route. He'll go somewhere else.
I mean, it's his barbecue. I was just there to eat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's fine. If everybody wants to run that route, that's what they'll do. But I'm not going to do it with, all those bikes. And not only that, I enjoy just going over and hanging out with all of them and seeing the people and getting to meet other people, networking, and then going like we did, go eat and go ride somewhere and just have our own day after we leave there, So,
yeah, we had to go get our dyslexic brother that was pestering people a couple times.
yeah.
who's that? That guy?
Yeah. He's like, I'm y'all's dyslexic brother. Y'all just got to come get me. But no, it was good. Like when we left on that ride, we took over to.
I tried that, Brian,
prison.
but
I thought you was going to be in the very back, so I went and blocked traffic. And I looked back, and there's like 8 more bikes behind Ray. I'm like, oh shit. It's
Yeah.
a bigger group than what I thought was coming.
And that's what Dan just said. He's like, I thought it was just like 3 or 4 of us. And then we turn around and it's like 18 of them, you know, it's like, okay.
But I mean, it was pretty good though. I mean, the guy that was in front of me, he ended up stopping for a red light. He didn't run it because I was going to downshift and run through it. He stopped, so I stopped.
Well, you know where
like,
he's going.
I was like,
so.
I was like, I'm from here. I know where I'm at. I was like, I literally live right down the street. I was like, we're good. He's like, oh, thank God. So we ended up catching up, and there was one out in the middle of in between the lanes, sitting there waiting on us, and then everybody else is like off to the right. And I'm like, guys, y'all just keep going. We'll catch up. We're good. That's why I stayed in the back until I needed to block traffic. Yeah, riding on 3. He does need to change it out.
We canceled that, didn't we?
If you want it canceled.
I mean, I don't think anybody wants to come and just ride. They want to hang out, you know.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it seems like. It seems like there's more hang
So-
out than ride. So I don't give a crap. If you want to cancel it, cancel it. I know Nori was going to come to it, but he can come crash with me and we'll just go keep the roads hot.
And that's what I said. If anybody wants to just come over for a weekend, because, you know, instead of trying to get 20 to 30 people together that doesn't know where to stay, and they're going to be in between me and you, and we're both so far away from each other and this and that, and be so far away from them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's just 1 or 2 persons, we can give them a hotel and they can stay and we'll ride and do that, you know, if they want to. But trying to host in a big event when people want to just sit around and you know, and be like a hangout meetup and drink and have fun, that's a different thing from riding. And, you know, because I wanted for people to come in and have a place like that we could do at nighttime and then, you know, ride during the day. But I couldn't get enough guarantees of people. I couldn't get enough, you know, couldn't get any answers back on the hotels. So
because if we could all, I mean, that was the game plan, was to stay at the hotel with everybody.
I think you was right. You know, more people are interested in everybody staying like in one place. So either if they don't want to do a hotel, we're going to have to find a campground with some like cabins or B&B, you know what I mean? Airbnb or something.
I mean, it's still not going to change the fact that people is only coming to hang out instead of actually ride, because it's a riding event.
Yeah.
If there ain't nobody that's really going to be riding, then what's the point?
And that's what I mean. If people want to do that, they need to be saying, hey, we prefer to just come and hang out, ride a local area, maybe a day, and then, you know, just want to hang out and have fun. Or because then, you know, what if they ride from a state or 2 away? They've rode so much they may not want to ride. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into these.
Well, I mean,
things.
if you're coming knowing it's a riding event, and say like you're coming up from Florida, because we know people from Florida that would be coming up. South Carolina, we know people that would be coming in. They would get out on that bike and they would keep the roads hot that whole weekend and wouldn't bother them.
Yeah.
But if you're, you know, at the same time, those are the guys that's usually crushing the miles anyways. So if you got somebody that's like a weekend rider, or, you know, let's say they ride 4 days out of the week, they're not going to be used to it. Their body's not going to be conditioned. So yeah, it would beat them down.
Well, see, like Jamin, you know, he's a little older. You know, my problem is it would take me 3 hours or so to get down there. You know, and then to come in and, you know, I mean, it takes a lot of work in planning different things. You got to have certain networks. It's not just, I mean, yeah, we could say, hey, here's a hotel. Y'all come and do that. Y'all come here if you want. There it is. there's the name of the hotel, blah, 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 you know. And if people wanted to do that,
we can still do that.
yeah,
If
I
people
mean,
still want to come,
but I
they can
want a
just-
guaranteed list. I don't want people saying, yeah, no, and then, you know, and me expecting and making plans for that month or weekend or whatever, because I could be making plans for somebody else. Device is not connected, Dallas. Change over to your, you know,
What in
and
the
like
heck
even
is
like
on-
Dallas's event, he set it up in a park. That's going to be more of a hangout. They're going to ride to one spot and then back, you know, to Jack Daniels or wherever he's taking them, and then back. And that's going to be, you know, they're going to hang out. It's going to be, you know, like that. So
Yeah, because what we was planning, it was going to be easy.
how does he get
250
his
miles
camera
in
to
one
work?
day. Turn it on.
Well, I mean, he's on his phone, man. He's trying to get on.
Oh, tell him to copy the link and go into Google Chrome and paste it.
He said, hit your camera. He said, hey, damn, everybody's getting on. Y'all see that?
What is it?
Harley, Fat Boy, all of them.
What's there live going on?
Yeah, Dallas just rang a live up trying to get a hold of me. Blue and everybody.
Whose live are they on?
Mine.
Oh,
All right, Dallas, you got to go in and copy the link. And what? Change over to Chrome or paste it?
copy the link, go into Chrome, and do it there.
Okay, I'm getting off there and let them have fun with it.
It's gonna be a good.
Yeah, he called me and then
Oh, he called you on the group chat and everybody answered.
and everybody and Mike riding in the Ozarks is actually at a rally going on. So yeah. I think he was trying to fix his camera or tell me, what's up, bro? I didn't see you there for a minute.
Addison, you done with this Dr. Pepper?
Let's see. Who else is in here? Oh, Toby, what's up?
You done with this Dr.
Uh,
Pepper?
Slim Jim, what's up? If I hadn't said hello to you, then, you know, not trying to avoid yous or miss yous. I'm tired. And
Oh,
like when I go in on my phone, and
Toby,
try to
what
come-
was on? What was the OWN thing you was talking about?
you're not going to get a. What are you talking about?
He asked a question of who was going to VAM and OWN. I don't know what OWN is. I never heard of it.
Oh, wasn't that other thing they were hosting?
I don't know. That's why I asked the question.
That
Dallas,
Road by Andy
copy-
and them?
Hold on, Dallas. Copy the link in the side chat or in the group chat. Highlight it, copy it. Go to your Google Chrome, paste it in the top, and hit go. And you'll go to it, and it'll turn your camera on.
Oh,
Gotta relax.
yeah.
First day, Tweedle.
It's his first day.
It's his first day. Give him a minute.
Is his thumbs too short?
He has a hard time seeing the screen on his phone. You ever see him on his phone? He's like this. Poor guy.
Well, it's better than always looking down at your camera, you know, trying to, if you hold it up, actually, your camera actually above your head or your phone when you're on it, it gives such a better camera view and angle of your face. You know, you don't have to, you know, because then if you hold it down because you're trying to read the comment, and that's why you guys don't see me always looking at the camera, because the camera's up here above the, you know, what you do it, the laptop. But I'm looking down here at the screen to read the comments and see you guys on my screen, so it's at a different angle. But now, if I was to hold my laptop up and look straight up, you know, whatever, then I would be perfect view. Or anytime you want to hold the camera actually above your head, I think it has a better shot at you, you know, of being on camera. So let's see if the little man got it that time. perfect service and everything in his house, and he's going to go one area that ain't.
Because that's the only place Penny allows him to go.
Well, he kind of gets to roam free like the cats because she's not there.
Oh, okay.
She's
Well,
in
got
Texas.
cameras set up to make sure.
That's why he can't get on because Penny's not there.
Yeah.
She didn't give him the code to the Wi-Fi.
She probably knew what he'd be doing. Yeah, I think that's the thing that that Road Glide Andy and Mick Stash is hosting is.
Yeah, I mean, oh, the Ohio Windy 9. That must be what he's talking about.
Toby, I didn't know you was hosting. I didn't know you hosted VAM. You said we didn't require any RSVPing for VAM 22. Did you host that? Was you in charge of that? Oh, it's Ohio Windy 9. That's what it was called, Tweedle. The OWN.
You missed when I said that, huh? You was ready to comment before.
Well, I was talking to the other guy, so not gonna work. Well, he's silly. There, now try it again. Got to go out and come back in.
He's getting closer.
We're not getting off until Dallas gets on.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no.
That was perfect, Ray.
What do you, Doc? What's the first thing y'all doing over there tomorrow, or when you get there?
Well, I'm not going to be in Laconia tomorrow. I'm going to be
Oh.
in Lincoln, New Hampshire. So the first thing I'm going to do is check into the hotel, unpack the bike, maybe take a dip in the jacuzzi, then go get some nice prime rib dinner at Common Man, and then stop at the liquor store, get some liquor for the room, and get a little liquored up, go to sleep, get up in the morning, have breakfast, and then hit the road towards Laconia.
Okay, so I thought you was closer than that. Or
About an hour north of Laconia.
you are?
Yeah, I'll be an hour north of Laconia.
You mean when you leave tomorrow and go to the other place?
Yeah, Lincoln's
Or how
an hour
far are you
north of-
from home to Laconia? That's what I'm asking.
About 3 hours.
Oh, well, that ain't bad.
What state's Laconia in?
New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire. I almost said New Hope. Is there a New Hope up there somewhere?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Okay,
That's where Route
Pennsylvania.
32 is.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Dallas, you got to hit allow, buddy.
Hey, Dallas, turn your lights on.
He's like sitting in the dark, scared.
He's like, hey, Penny turned it off.
She turned the power off when she left.
Yep.
I'll teach you.
I'll teach you go riding in New Jersey. Bring me with you and then leave me stranded. I'll teach you.
So, who's all got a meet and greet up there the first week? You?
I know I do. Blue has one. And I don't know who else. I know Amsel Adams is going to always be at his booth, so you just stop in and say hi to him. He's down at the Raceway.
I know what the problem is.
What's he doing?
Dallas pissed off DDK, and DDK had his internet service shut off.
Yeah, I know it,
That
Don.
makes sense,
I love
'cause
it, Don Breed.
DDK's the cable guy.
He came straight over to me, Don Breed, and he was like, "You got a fan, man. You got a fan on my channel." He said, "On my live." He was like, "Somebody's trying to say hi to you." And I was like, "Yeah." And then I seen him, he was live, and I was like, "Why am I not live?" You know what I mean? I was like, because I was
I didn't even
recording.
know he was live.
Well, I was recording with the GoPro, and that's why I wasn't on my Instagram. I was, "What's up, Joe? Go," and it was like, man. He said it's an internet issue now.
I told you pissed DDK off, and he turned the signal off.
when I do it on my phone, I have to go in there and just hit settings or whatever, and then go to refresh or whatever it is.
I have to copy it, open up.
Not
Google
me.
on
When
its
I have
own and
issue,
then put it in.
like it'll say Chrome or whatever, Google or Chrome, or it'll say, and I'll go into the setting and hit refresh or whatever it is, and it'll refresh it or do something to where it goes to my Chrome or my whatever. It allows
What
it
the hell is everybody talking about storms?
because we got 70% rain coming in tomorrow.
When I looked, we wasn't having any rain until like Wednesday. Holy crap, 85%.
Okay, Maxie's at the he's at Bentley's. Adam is at the racetrack.
Yep.
Um,
I won't
And-
make it to Bentley's. That's like an hour and change away.
It is, but man, that's a huge saloon, and they got a lot of vendors and a lot of stuff set up out there. A lot of stuff going on there.
Absolutely. But I'm only going to be in Laconia for 2 days, so I don't have the time to get out there and back, you know?
Yeah, Joe, buddy, you missed a good one, man. I mean, it was a good roundup. It really was.
Dallas, buddy, I don't see no storms in your area. Everything's in Alabama.
I
Just a
mean,
little bit
Joe,
of green.
buddy, there was so much going on. Tall went on his big ride today. A lot of people went with him, and then there was a lot that stayed back. Robert, be the boss, Robert Simmons, and a few of them, and
Riding and wrenching.
Riding and Wrenching and Barbara CBO, all of them went on a ride with a certain area with him, and then we took a group with GQ and Kelly B. Glyden and Fitness to Challenger and a bunch of them. There's about 18 of us, right? Or so.
There's a lot.
We brought them over here to East Tennessee to the Brushy Mountain State Prison. So if you see anybody's clips that, GQ and Two Up Journey Junkies, are the only ones that hung around and went on the Devil's Triangle. The other ones, a lot of them was leaving and going straight back to Georgia. They wasn't even going back to Knoxville. They were hitting the interstate and trying to make it home. And then like 2147 crew, he was, I don't know. I don't think he was going to the hotel. They were actually heading back to, or he had to get up at 3 this morning. They're getting up at 3 in the morning and heading back to Texas. So they have a bitty Tweedle. I did work, but the storms are in my area.
30 miles from the Alabama line. You're
We
that
are
far
planning to
south?
ride up to Laconia tomorrow, or Lincoln. What?
I was going
tomorrow
to
to ride
ride
Highway.
up to Lincoln, New Hampshire tomorrow to ride the Kangamangas Highway.
Kangamangas? Oh, okay.
It's a great road.
Good thing they didn't even spell that one out.
Yeah, don't even ask me. I've been on that road every year. I've been to Laconia.
Joe, buddy, I wasn't at Run to the Hills 2. I was at 1. Tweedle was at 2. I couldn't make
I was
it
at all
to-
3.
I couldn't make it to 2. All right, Jamin, good night, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. I'll talk to you tomorrow. He says I live 30 miles from the Alabama line. Yeah, he's pretty south. So
Oh, hey, I didn't know GQ put this video up.
which one of us riding?
Yeah, you got me
Yeah.
right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was thanking all of us for taking him and showing him,
God, man, I felt like I was leaning that bike way further than what I am in this video.
you're barely leaning it.
Got them chicken strips a thumb wide, huh?
Yeah, they're about a thumb. They was like 2 fingers. Now they're down to about a thumb.
Oh, okay.
But I felt like at one point I felt like I rode the footboard, but there's no scrapes or nothing on it.
Now the bike sits up too high. You'd have to really get low, I believe, or not really
Yeah.
low, but you'd have to really get into a curve that's like either really 90-degree turn back or just a elongated curve, and just stay with it, leaning far enough, of course. So
Yeah, because Nori, he's like, dude, you ain't gonna rub them boards.
You're rubbing boards, your tires are coming out from under you.
Probably, yeah, with that one.
Night,
All right,
Toby.
Toby.
But yeah, Laconia Harley Davidson moved a lot of bikes so far. I see it on their Facebook page. They moved about 8 bikes.
Is that good?
I guess. I mean, it's like, wow, 8 and in the past 2 days, 8 bikes. I guess that's good.
There was quite a few Pan Americas out there, wasn't there? Where was that? There was a few of them.
Yeah, I can't believe that Turkey did that. Took off right in front of GQ and then just stayed right above him. It was
Yeah,
following
just
him.
kind of following him.
And I'm like looking up, like, oh, please don't take a dump on me.
Yeah, that would be messy. So yeah, I
Yeah,
got
there's
the
a big
helmet.
old boar that was dead in the street. When we came up on it, I thought it was a cow at first. That's how big that
It was a big wild boar. Just sitting there. Yeah, it was huge. That's what I said. Freaking GQ probably thought we were taking him into the deliverance country or something, you know.
Well, you know what?
Big
Those
boar.
boars were originally up on Windrock, and that's where they stayed until they
Yeah.
had Windrock ATV Park show up, and all those razors ran them out.
And they come running down through there, the mountain, and they jump out of the road and get hit. And kill, or I don't know. It looked, it probably got, but whoever hit it, people obviously just kept passing and going around it because it smelled like it laid there all morning. So,
Oh, it seems like it had been there since yesterday because there's a lot
Yeah.
of flies flying around it, and it was rank.
yeah, and it was stinking. So, I mean,
So
I
no
was
fresh
like,
bacon.
no.
Mm-mm.
It was big, though. It was a big one.
I made
Ripping
bacon
on twos.
tonight.
What's up, my brother?
I put
Yeah.
Great
brown
meeting.
sugar
Yeah.
on
It's
it.
good meeting you too, ripping on too.
You too, buddy.
Brian GQ is good people.
Did you make it home? Do what?
I was commenting on Brian's. He said GQ is good people. I agree.
Yeah, really great guy. Really just soft spoken, just really humble.
I tell you what, though, his bars were like, way out here. I
he's
don't know
like
how he
this.
rides that
I
bike.
know, because he's like this, and I'm like looking over, and I'm like, how in the world is he doing?
It's like
it?
my
You know,
like my
and-
grips are like pretty much about right
You
here.
basically got T-bars.
Yeah, mine's pretty much T-bar.
Yeah, his is
Close
like
to
that.
T-bars as you can go and get without getting.
I don't
T-bars.
know what his is called, but they're called something like stretch back or kick back or so, I don't know, but they're gangster bars. You know what I mean? They're like, whew. And
Uh-oh.
and then he hit that pothole and bump, and all his hats his tour pack flew open.
And I dodged every single one of them.
Yeah, and
I don't know
like-
how I pulled that off.
And his hats come flying out of the tour pack, and Tweedledee jumped off his bike. And we're in the middle of a ride going down 90-degree cutbacks, a mountain, and I'm in the back, and I'm like stopped way up here because I'm thinking, boy, if someone comes around that curve, we're dead because they're not going to stop, and we're going to get hit, and they're not going to see us. So I stopped way back up there, where they could see me, thinking, okay, maybe they'll see me stopped here in the middle of the road, and it was, yeah. And he hit that pothole or something, and it just, man.
Yeah, he hit a it wasn't a pot. Well, it really wasn't a pothole. It was more like it looked like a sinkhole was forming under the concrete.
Yeah.
And he hit that hole, and as soon as he did, his back end popped up. And when I seen his back end popped up, I leaned harder into it to get away from it. And that's when his tour pack opened up. And it only opened up about maybe like that, but his hats flew out and his selfie stick. I was like, oh, crap.
Okay, back in Atlanta. Okay, so everything went good.
Clutch overheated and bike shut off.
Huh. On the highway.
Dang.
Man. That's rough. I bet the wife's three-wheeler did good, though. Trike.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
I think
mean,
those would look pretty good with a tour pack on them.
and that's, you know what? It's got the trunk, but if it had a tour pack when you open the trunk or something like that, like a razor or a tour pack, like it would raise up with it or something.
Yeah, I wonder if you could put one on one of those.
Why not?
He
Well,
said
because it's
he,
got the trunk and it opens straight up, so I think it would
Right,
hit it.
but you just bolt it to it.
he let it cool down and rode it home. Man,
Bang.
well, I don't blame you. It was
I'm
nice.
thinking about getting love jugs for Spaceball.
I need them, truthfully, for this older motor I got. It scorched my legs today when it's hot like that. It got 80 degrees, I think, or 81 was the high on my phone. So, and that's really not that hot. I mean, it's warm, it's good and warm, but it ain't, and it's hot, but it's not like scorching, you know.
And I'm going to talk to Adam about it on Tuesday. You know, this way I could budget to get it done, have him do it while I'm down in Daytona.
Yeah, and like I said, it's like this week, like tomorrow says 75, 80% thunderstorms. Okay, Monday 71, Tuesday 73, Wednesday 75, Thursday 79, you know, Friday 82, Saturday 77, Sunday 70. So it's going to be in the mid, you know, low to mid, you know, 70s all week. I mean, that right there is perfect riding weather for me. I love it. You know, the 70s. 70s is nice.
6 lanes of traffic in Atlanta shut down to one like, whoo.
Yeah.
Well, Slim Jim, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll talk to Adam and see how much they are for the Lowrider S because I want the small ones.
Oh, yeah. I don't want the big monster
I
looking
want the
ones.
small ones, and if they're not that expensive, then I will definitely, you know, buy them. I'm not bringing a whole bunch of cash with me. I'm bringing some, but not a whole bunch.
That's your own fault. You should have wore a hat.
I told you.
Could have grabbed one of GQs that flew out of the
I'm
tour
telling
package.
you.
Yeah, why didn't you just buy one from GQ? You'd have been fine.
Yeah.
And you'd had a cool ass hat.
He said, I don't ever wear a hat. I said, yeah, I know. Your head's going to get burnt.
But yeah, I'm
Slim
going to.
says do an install video.
Yep.
You know, it's he's just crossing my fingers that clutch and braking and stuff.
I haven't had a problem with that yet as far as overheating, so I know how to manipulate the highway in my favor to keep my bike moving.
Yeah, breakdown lane.
Or
think
off
Dan-
ramps and on ramps.
Yep.
I think Dan needs one of those.
He needs one of the visors with hair coming out of the top.
That or I was thinking like one of the Hawaiian hats, the big straw, you know, big round.
He'd have to put his tour pack on to carry it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me. I like to wear a hat, and that's why you can see me and I don't have a lot of tan or sun. I got a little bit today, but because I always wear my half shell, and I wear a mask to keep my beard down, so because it blows up in my face and aggravates me to death. So I wear a mask, and then I got my glasses on, and then my half shell, so I don't get sun really in my face a lot, you know, like sunburn or suntan. So, because Dan, like his head, and that's why I was like, man, you need a hat, you know, because if he gets burnt bad enough and goes to put his helmet on, he's going to be hurting, you know, trying to wear, you know, helmet. And I ain't trying to make a joke. I'm just saying that would be miserable going on a ride somewhere and you can't, you know, your head is scorched.
Well,
So I have baby wipes. I asked him
they
if he
have the
wanted any.
visor with the gray hair so it'll match your beard.
I mean, I carried baby wipes with me, so
Maybe
you
I
know,
need to find him one and just surprise him with it.
I was like, take that, wipe your head down, and
That's going to make it worse.
Get the ask Mr. Funky to send up the Viking hat with the beard up for Dan. Take beards off his life.
Yeah, I'd say it is, Brian. He's got his Mandalorian helmet, you know. Yes, we have helmet laws, Slim Jim. Trust me, I wish we didn't sometimes, but I'm glad we do.
Well, from what I hear, that's still open.
For
They haven't
discussion.
actually denied it.
Well, I can tell you, it doesn't matter because if I get on a highway, I'm wearing mine. I don't wear my full face much, but I do wear my half shell.
It just depends for me.
I think it depends on the weather.
Well,
If it's scorching hot, I'm not wearing a full face anyways, you know.
like
the only
for
reason I
me-
bought the full face was to do motovlogging from the mic, and I'm not doing that so anymore.
Like for me though, if I'm getting on the highway or the interstate,
Don't yawn.
if I'm only going to be on it for like 15, 20 miles, then
Sorry.
I won't worry about it. But if I'm going to be riding the highway or interstate all the way, pretty much most of the day, I'll have a full face on.
Well, I mean, like when I went to my brother's, I didn't even own the full face, and I bought it down there, and I wear my half shell, and I bought it down there at Cycle Gear or some store like that. It's like $110. And the reason why is because the day I was coming home, it had like tons of storm or calling for tons of storm rain up here in our area. So I was like, man, I don't want to hit that. If I hit that rain, I can put my rain gear on and full face, and I don't have to stop because if I have my half shell on, I just got my glasses. I can't see nothing out of my glasses once they get wet and fog up, you know. So I was like, man. So I bought the full face, and then I put my half shell on, jumped on 75 and ran all the way and got all the way up here. And it rained about 15 minutes away from the house. And I was like, well, fucking that makes no sense to even have to stop and put a full face helmet on and this and that, you know, and because I could see the cloud and it was raining. I got a little wet, not bad, but I kind of stayed ahead of it. So I was like, well, I bought that full face and then for nothing. And then I turned around and was like, well, I'll use it for the microphone and all that. So.
Oh, yeah. Apparently Susan got some good footage.
Oh, really?
Did you not see her hanging off the bike?
Oh, yeah. I've seen her like hanging like it was down. I don't see how Sam sometimes even keeps her steady because she's like back. I mean, she's moving or not. I ain't saying a lot, but she's got that
Sam
camera.
can ride.
She's got that camera in a lot of different places, you know, and she does all the filming. So
All the filming and editing.
So she should have a good one on the inside of the prison too. So because they went in and filmed it too. So that'd be good to show people, you know.
Damn, them lug jugs are $485.
Yeah, crazy, ain't it? That's
Just
not
go
even
faster.
the installation fee. I don't even know if he hooks them up for free.
I doubt it.
No, I'd say he doesn't because that's probably where he gets most of his money for the
What's
year.
his oil change? $400 or $500?
I have no idea.
Probably 200. Seems like everybody's oil change prices went up to like 150, 180. So
Well, I do a 3-hole change for 200, and that's
Yeah.
with Amsoil.
Well, I can buy my own Amsoil and just
well,
change it.
Then
I
it's
run-
a favor, and then you got to get rid of it.
Well, I mean, I talked to him, and he told me that it would work pretty good for my older motor, you know,
Absolutely.
and was telling me the thickness or you know what weight and stuff I needed.
Yep.
And what do you mean get rid of the old oil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we-
just put them in gallon jugs and take them to the dump up here, and they got an oil thing. We just put them in.
I put them
Oh.
on stumps. So
He said I put them on a stump and lighted it on fire.
yeah, because I bought 5 quarts of Mobil 1 because that's what I run in my motors. I bought a quarter Redline primary fluid and a quarter of Redline transmission fluid, and that's what I did my 1K service with. So I'll be going back to that, and I think I used the Harley Davidson filter. So I'm just going to keep running that setup in this bike.
I think he charges more than that, Dimebury.
Yeah.
He wouldn't make no money just charging $90 for an oil change because I mean, yeah, he'd get a lot of business, but he'd have a lot of work, and he couldn't get to because people would be sitting there waiting in line. And all that money it cost him to pay out to go to all these rallies, $90 oil change is awful cheap, in my opinion.
Well,
considering how much.
I mean, if you
diesel-
think about it, though, that would be a killer marketing thing because he would be busy from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, but the oil is more expensive than $90, ain't it?
well, he's also
Probably
buying
not
in
for
bulk.
him.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm a dealer just like he is, and you know, he's buying in large bulks. He's buying those 275-gallon totes, which those things aren't cheap either. But how many oil changes you getting? You figure 4.5 quarts on, or 4.5 quarts on average per Harley,
yeah.
just for the motor. Out of 2,500, how many oil changes you getting out of that?
Mine takes 5.
Right. Tweedo, I thought I said on average of what comes to him.
In most of his baggers.
No, if he's had soft tails, he's had baggers.
Trikes.
Actually,
Right.
I think my breakout was 5 quarts even too.
Well, my Road Glide is 4.5 quarts. The Lowrider S is 5.
I was gonna say
So
mine.
see, mine says 4.5, but it takes 5.
Then some older soft tails are like 2.5, 3 quarts.
Oh man, he 90 for the love jugs to install them. Okay.
He said no installation on love jugs.
Okay.
So $90 to get your love jugs installed.
And what'd you say they were in? 400?
485.
Whew, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wonder if they work.
Apparently, he's got that bike outside of every rally from start to finish, keeping that engine cool. The
Yeah,
Beard got a
it's-
set installed today. I saw that.
I would like to have the small ones though, like you said. I'd like to have the black. What would you go with, Doc? Chrome or black for your? Are you talking about putting it on a little lowrider S?
Yeah, there's no chrome
Okay.
on that.
Okay, so
No chrome on either one of my bikes.
oh yeah, there ain't none on the Road Glide.
Right, get that powder coated chrome gold.
600 with taxes, so it's 495. So you're paying an extra 115 with tax.
Oh, I'm sure there's a tip in there.
That's insane. Yeah, I don't think I'll be putting them on mine. I think I'll just ride faster.
But I do. I ain't worried about it.
Go faster. My Lord.
Drops at about 30
They said
degrees.
yes, they do work. So,
Well, see, Redline engine oil claims it makes
Donkey
it run
Kong Customs tested
cooler,
them
but that
and
engine oil to me
it's
it ran
about
hotter.
30 degrees.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I used to play Donkey Kong, so
But you got to think about it. If you got a fan that's sitting there blowing air on your
constantly.
jugs, it's gonna. Well, they don't blow it constantly. I don't think. I think it shuts off
Oh.
after you get a certain speed, don't it, Doc?
I don't think so.
No,
Because
I
at
didn't. I
some
don't
point it's just gonna stop. It ain't gonna. It's gonna be pointless to even have it running,
know. Yeah.
especially if you're doing 55 to 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Oh,
Or the way
Hunter
we
said
ride.
He got a 3-hole service and love jugs and only paid $648. That's just a crazy name. Love jugs.
I like the love Muslim jug.
I mean, to me, I think of a bra.
I was gonna say it. Yeah. I don't know. I think they'd work good on my. He told me they'd work pretty good on my 96. You know, a lot of people get those on the older twin cams.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off here and try to go rest for the night and get up in the
I gotta
morning.
get to bed. I got to get up early tomorrow. Have
Yeah.
coffee.
And I do too. I got to get up and go take care of some business down on the tomorrow's Sunday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, down on the property down there. So, All right, everybody in the side chat, you guys have a good night. If you're in Laconia, Mrs. Stumper, and anybody else, have a great weekend. I'm sure we'll talk again. So enjoy, be safe. I don't know what else to say. But, all right, guys. You guys have a good night. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. So
See ya.
Later.